See, basically, I think it is very important for a person to really know what they want to do. See, it might not be the exact thing that you might pick from a certain industry. For example, like some person who is, say, in 10th standard or who has completed their basic higher education or 12th or whatever. See, so they might have an idea that, animation is something which is very interesting, and I would like to. They might have a very broad, wish about their career. Like, maybe they feel like they want to make an animated film. I want to make animated films. So that is a very broad thing to want, uh, which is okay. And what happens is that when once you actually get into the whole system of learning everything, there's always a possibility that you might deviate a little. You might stay in the same field, but you might deviate a little, because what happens is that you start figuring out which aspect of making an animated film, for example, is more interesting to me. And what I really want to do is this particular thing out of the whole lot of things that can be done. So it is better that you are focused on design when you want to really make it your career. See, if you want to make designing your career, it has to be your aim. So having it as a side thing going on is okay. See, if you're planning to do something where I want to after a few years I want to get into designing, but initially it's going to be a little problematic, say, or I need to figure out, or I need to get more industry experience, and maybe I'm not going to get that kind of design experience immediately, because it's not always very easy to sort of figure out what kind of a stream you want to get in. So I think it is okay for a thought to let something like designing be in your mind to make it your career, but then at the same time, even if you're doing something else along with it, you need to know that for sure in a few years you're going to actually switch to designing. Only then you will do that designing part, even if it is like a side thing. You'll always do it very seriously, and you actually, for whatever amount of years you're doing it as a side job or side interest or whatever, you will actually be observing the current design trends and all these things that are going on in the industry right now. So you have to be very serious. That there can be circumstances where you can't really immediately just get into designing. For there could be many reasons for that. So that is okay, but I think it is very important to be focused so that you're able to take it very seriously, and then you actually, after a few years or whatever, then you must make sure that you're actually going to get into designing. Otherwise, then you're just playing around with both the streams that you have taken. Then ऐसा हो जाएगा कि डिजाइन का भी कुछ आगे जाके यूज नहीं हुआ, और दूसरा जो आप चीज कर रहे थे उसका भी फिर कुछ मतलब फायदा ही नहीं हो रहा है, ऐसे हो जाएगा. So it is good to be focused. That's what I'll overall say. And then you wanna add something to this?
Yes, yes, absolutely. So अगर आप कंफ्यूज हो कि दिस और दैट स्ट्रीम में, भी बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स का भी ऐसा ये होता है कि in their family the entire family is in like engineers, doctors kind of thing, and उनका लड़का लड़की suddenly कहता है कि no, I want to go in creative designing, that kind of thing. So there are some options like aptitude test. So that is again highly recommendable from my side, because वहाँ पे आपको कुछ aptitude test में proper psychologists रहते हैं, so take their suggestions. It's small simple test रहती है. So from that also you can get an आपका approach कहाँ पे, and it is very risky कि अच्छा भाई मैंने BCom किया, अब job नहीं मिल रहा है, so then let's explore for designing. मैं ओवरऑल डिजाइनिंग की बात कर रहा हूँ. then it's a very risky thing, as Mihir mentioned. You need to be little careful. ये फील्ड बिल्कुल भी ऐसा नहीं है कि चलो कुछ नहीं हुआ तो एनिमेशन कर लो, बिकॉज मेनी इंस्टीट्यूट जो प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट है वो ऐसे भी पोर्ट्रे करते हैं. अनफॉर्चुनेटली इट्स अ सैड थिंग बट इट्स ट्रू कि अगर सॉफ्टवेयर आ गया तो आपको पूरा आ जाएगा एनिमेशन एनिमेशन के या फिर वीएफएक्स के बारे में वो ज़्यादा होता है. बट स्टिल फॉर इलस्ट्रेशन, कोर इलस्ट्रेशन के लिए तो यू नीड अ ड्राइंग, देयर इज नो अल्टरनेटिव. बट फॉर डिजाइनिंग ऑल्सो, क्रिएटिव सेंस इज क्वाइट इम्पोर्टेंट.